Hi everybody, Jim Pollard here with Eliana Moreno, and I want to talk to you about our pursuit that we had yesterday. We had that big rig pursuit, and I got to give a shout out to the people that held the brunt of it, and that was our morning guy, Roland Spruill, did an outstanding job, and pilot Aldo Bentavenia, great job. We had over 30 knots of wind yesterday, especially up in that canyon, and they were there for 2 hours on this pursuit. Truck finally gets disabled. It's now on fire. It's burning up, and they're low on fuel. They got to get back. So NBC sent us up to relieve them. So we go flying up there, and we have to get on station, get our signal in, get them cut loose. Then they can peel off and go home because they've been here since 5 a.m. And it was like a little after 4 at this time. So we take off out of Whiteman and we're heading through the Newhall Pass, and about 90 miles, and my GPS is set to miles an hour just because it's easier for me to compute, even though the gauges in the aircraft are knots. So we're going 90 miles an hour heading up there, which is slow. We get up there when we've got 35 knot winds. That's 40 something miles an hour, and you go, okay, do you get all knocked around? And because the winds were relatively sustained, so they stayed pretty even, and they were coming down the canyon, you just point the nose into the wind, and so you don't get shoved backwards. I just give it some forward cyclic, and it holds. You have some gusts that all of a sudden the wind will calm down for a second, and I've got to push forward, so all of a sudden the helicopter will start to move forward, and you just account for that. But it's not really super violent up there when it's windy like that. But when we got all finished, they cut us loose, tell us to head home. I hit 176 miles an hour ground speed. Across the ground, I was going 176 miles an hour coming back to base, just screaming. I mean, that's like almost NASCAR speed. So it was really excellent, but we do fly when it's really windy up there, and sometimes it's really rough, and some days you just need to push it forward just a little bit. So I wanted to push off a quick video, and you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.